Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Sock and Happy. This game taking place here on Amazonia. On the bottom left hand side of the map, we have Happy spawning as the red undead. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have... I don't know, should I be repositioning my monitor? Oh, this... trying to set up everything a little bit new for casting. All of my angles are a little bit different. We have Sock spawning as the blue human. Human versus Undead in this 1v1 matchup. One of my favorite matchups. Actually, my least favorite matchup, as I do play Human, and it really feels like Human has a very difficult time going up against Undead unless you play a very boring strategy that is difficult for the Undead to use. That strategy that I'm talking about is expansions into towers, being able to hold off those early destroyers. After holding off those early destroyers, then transitioning into siege engines and then trying to roll over your opponent's base with siege engines, since their army mainly consists of piercing and magic damage. Now, how is this all going to unfold? How is this all going to work out? I really don't know, as we are looking at an Archmage going up against a Death Knight. No big surprises there whatsoever coming in from these players. We are going to be seeing a Tomb of Relics, a Graveyard. Only one Ziggurat down so far. Let's take a look at the population count. 15 over 20 compared to 21 over 24. Acolyte gonna wander across into this location, perhaps try and aggro these creeps here. You can see the footman trying to take down an Acolyte. Acolyte able to just, I guess, shake off some of that damage and head away, as we are looking at a Militia clear of these creep camps. Alright, there's the attack on the Renegade Wizard. Militia gonna run straight over to it. One of the Militia gonna get purged as the Water Elemental stands there and says, you know what, I'll now take all of that damage for you. Claws of Attack +6 has been dropped. Archmage should easily pick that up. And now, well, essentially increasing his base damage by 25%. Death Knight now joining in on the fight as well. Where is he going to be going next? As he sees, you know what? That creep camp was cleared in a very, very efficient fashion. I'm not going to be able to do all that much without taking a large bit of damage. Skeletal minions looking to finish off some of those units. Is it going to get taken down? Yes. Archmage now gets to level 2. So trading a water elemental for a skeletal minion. Normally, I would take the water elemental any day, but giving level 2 to your opponent that early is still a very, well, a big setback, as the Archmage now should have plenty of mana. Going to the follow-up play, Archmage now chasing after these skeletal minions here. As you can take a look, Militia clearing out the 3-1-1 creep camp with the help of a water elemental, as the Archmage heads back over, picks up Slippers of Agility, and now may try to head back down to the south. Skeletal minions looking to see if there is an expansion attempt. No expansion attempt, but we are still at tier 1, which means an expansion attempt is highly, highly likely. Death Knight now chasing away these units once more. Skeletal minion down to 22 hit points. Is it going to go ahead and get taken out? Yes, it will, giving a little bit more experience to that Archmage, as the Death Knight now knows, hey, an expansion may be happening. I need to get closer. Archmage now looking to engage here. Mud Golem number 1 has been taken out. Are more Mud Golems going to get taken out here, as you see a boulder now being brought over? Skeletal minions looking to finish off some of these poor peasants. Peasant now down to 12 hit points. It's going to get taken out, as the Death Knight gonna use that Rod of Necromancy for an additional charge here in just a second. Another knife in the back. Yes, it does get taken down. Skeletal minion getting the final killing blow. Archmage, however, now seeing that level 3, could use Wand of Mana Stealing to get extra units. Skeletal minions now getting taken out here, as they're trying to poke apart some of these poor peasants. But the damage has been done. But Sock does have, well, almost level... almost has this expansion. All right, peasant's gonna get taken out. Let's take a look at this. One more skeletal minion gonna get taken out, and there you have it. No 1.29 hype. I am so hyped for 1.29. I may even play some WarCraft 3 in a little bit. But well, I don't have access to Blizzard headquarters, so therefore I can't cast 1.29. What's so difficult to understand about that? Archmage now heading over here to the bottom left. Let's take a look. Death Knight now wandering around, only sitting at level 1, as the Crypt Fiend going after the Murloc creep camp here. During this, Archmage gonna go ahead and come across with a Water Elemental, try to put some pressure down. That Death Knight actually low on hit points due to the pressure that it was applying earlier, and gonna be able to continue that pressure. A big issue though is that the Death Knight, well, could get extra experience off of that Water Elemental. Water Elemental down to 132 hit points already, as the Archmage is gonna go ahead and pull back with all of these footmen. Are the footmen going to look to engage here? No Stormbolt whatsoever, and without Stormbolt, those footmen are not going to be able to surround any Crypt Fiends. Skeletal Minions may get taken out. Coverage has been good, but I wish you were there. I wish I was there too. Skeletal Minions now heading back off to the north. Death Knight now coming in from behind as well. Where is all of these units going? Archmage going to head over here to the top right, drops another Water Elemental, and ready to engage. Death Knight in a little bit of a dance back and forth, and these dancing battles are exactly why I love WarCraft 3. Trying to vie for positioning, trying to get in position, knowing that if you have the proper position, you are going to be okay. Also, the units generally have enough hit points where you can micro them a bit more, since they have larger amounts of health. You can get them into the proper position without them falling over, and then focus fire sudden bursts of damage like that. I believe that was almost 200 to 300 points of burst damage right there. Has a main impact. All right, let's see what's going to be happening here. Footman going to go ahead and engage. Militia now being called over. The expansion off to the north is already done. Some additional towers being added. Footmen, however, don't have defend as well. Nope, now have defend as the militia now looking to pull back. However, footmen do move incredibly slow while defending, and because of that, well, are they going to get focused down? Death Knight gets in a long distance airmail Death Coil to finish off some more units. All right. Water Elemental going after some of the Crypt Fiends here. Skeletal Minions trying to chase after some more. Let's take a look at what's happening next. Lich, Death Knight now going to be making its way off to the north, as the Archmage, dangerously low on hit points, needs time before he wants to try and defend this location. Arcane Vault does have fortified armor, as you guys all know, and with that, this army is going to deal significantly reduced amounts of damage to the Arcane Vault. We could see a bit of repairing getting underway, as the Water Elemental and the remaining units are here ready to go. Guard Towers, Peasants, are they going to see some repairing here as the Archmage? Here we go, Archmage down to 199 hit points, trying to rush on in and get in some extra damage again. Footmen, are they going to perhaps be able to throw up their defend in time, get a surround onto a Lich? 6 unit no surround as the Archmage down to 18 hit points, down to 19. One more attack, it does get taken out. The long distance attack from the Lich, and that hero burst damage so incredibly powerful as the Death Knight looking to get away. Archmage quickly resurrected at the tavern. Archmage with that Brilliance Aura should be able to get back up into a decent amount of hit points here. Meanwhile, Guard Towers are being upgraded as well, and the Archmage has to be extremely careful, otherwise it will just feed more experience to the Undead army. Divine Shield was in fact nerfed. At level 2, it lasts 5 seconds shorter. At level 3, it lasts, I believe, 10 seconds shorter, up to a time of 35 seconds. Then again, the Paladin was primarily a third hero, never a primary hero, except in some fringe cases. And because of that, if normally your Paladin got to level 4 or level 5 or level 7, the human player generally already was winning that battle, being able to heal so much, and also having a 35-second Divine Shield versus compared to 45 is pretty much negligible, as the Paladin should be able to just walk into a base, get some damage on an Acolyte, Holy Light another, and take them down some more. Alright, let's take a look. More damage being done to the Kobold Taskmaster here. Archmage looking to engage. You do see Destroyers up in the air. And Happy is looking to be in a great spot, as he does have, 3 Destroyers here ready to go. Destroyer is going to be going after the Water Elementals. There is some more Devour magic once more, And if it does have enough anti-magic or mana stored up, it should be able to do a lot of damage to these units. There's only one operational guard tower in the base of Sok right now. And with that, you're going to see, well, Footman getting taken down. All right, wow, one flying machine nearly taken down as well. The damage just racks up so quickly, especially since the destroyers, some of them still have mana. As the units are now looking to back off, damage is still getting added up. Lich does have an Orb of Corruption. Units are trying to fight every which way as the Lich is now sitting at level 2. Flying machines now looking to engage on the fight. Flying machine after flying machine could get destroyed right here. Death Knight getting storm bolted, but still absorbing a fair amount of damage. Units are in the backfield here. 3 destroyers up in the air, still causing problems as the Crypt Fiends are still looking to fight once more. All right, more flying machines getting, well, landed here all of a sudden. As we're taking a look at the Death Knight going after some of these additional units. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight now down to 279. Death Coil saves a low hit point unit as the Mountain King has fallen at level 1. 4 destroyers here trying to finish off, able to finish off the guard tower, and now Sok is in serious trouble since there's only one guard tower here left. Peasants trying to retreat here. Death Knight extremely low on hit points. How is he going to survive this? That is the big question. No obsidian statues for any more heals. And without any obsidian statues, can the Death Knight really stick around in this fight? All right. Destroyers now heading back down to the south here. Death Knight, Lich, Crypt Fiend going to make their way back down as well. We are going to be going into a Paladin, and we also see a Panda as the 3rd hero from Happy. Breath of Fire definitely on the mind right now. A bit of fire and ice to do the Undead's dirty work, which is cleaning up all of those flying machines. Well, ice is not going to be casted against any against the flying machines, though, since it is a mechanical unit. You cannot do exactly that. Meanwhile, Mountain King should get resurrected fairly fast, already up to 90%. Death Knight now happy that an obsidian statue is finally out onto the field, should be able to heal things up a little bit more easily. Meanwhile, what is the Panda looking to do? Oh, there's the engage right there. Stormbolt onto a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend, well, low on hit points. Holy Light gonna get taken out extremely fast. Flying machines now going after some more units. Death Knight is gonna be able to get another kill onto the Mountain King. That Mountain King down to 230 hit points as the Archmage able to retreat away. However, flying machines now taking some serious damage. You can see a big breath of fire going across multiple units. Archmage finishes off a destroyer as the Archmage gets to level 4. Flying machines, they are heading back off to the north as Sok definitely took a bite out of Happy's army, and boy, did it taste good. You can take a look at the Undead army. Undead army, well, only trailing by 7 supply right now, and part of that has to do with the fact that there are extra peasants out on the field. So I gotta believe the standing army of Undead is actually larger. Also, obsidian statues are gonna be here ready to go. Panda gets up to level 2. Essence of Mana, Essence of Blight. All here providing extra hit points and mana, which is absolutely necessary for this, well, for this Undead army. Archmage sitting at 4 with the Staff of Sanctuary. Mountain King. Knights now joining in on the fight as well. We are getting animal war training as the Panda looks to clear out the Renegade Wizard creep camps in the corner. Death Knight may be able to finish off some of this. There's an illusionary Death Knight. Lich is sitting at level 3, will not be able to get to level 4. Panda will not be able to get to level 3. Death Knight will not be able to get to level 5. So no real experience gains here, but a little bit of extra gold at the very least. In the bottom right-hand side, Knight. Well, most likely we'll end up just getting staffed a preservation home here in just a second. Where are all of these units going? I'm not 100% sure. We are going to go ahead, go after the guard towers. Guard tower number 1 already taken down. Arcane tower number 1 taken down. Guard tower number 2 about to get taken down as the obsidian statue looks to join in on the fight here. All the units are just far too much to the south. Archmage used the Scroll of Town portal, but there wasn't much with him. And that is going to be a big issue. There's that Devour magic all of a sudden. And these guard towers, which were hopefully being used to try and defend against those destroyers, are just going to completely fall flat. All right, Panda now. Well, flying machines coming across. Major breath of fire coming down here as the flying machines look to finish off the destroyer. Destroyer gets a 600 hit point heal, but still having major problems. Major splitting amongst all the destroyers as the Lich now needs to somehow survive this upcoming battle as well. 54 supply compared to 45. Sock doing a great job focusing down these units, but once all the destroyers are gone, does he have an answer to the ground units? Or is this flying machine army pretty much just nil? A nil size 12 flying machine army, I guess, is something, as it is getting... Whoa, ow. Wow, that hurt. Oh, as it is getting cleared out. Hit my microphone stand with my knuckle. Ooh, that hurts a bit. Sorry if there was a loud thud as well. I gotta remember this new setup. Archmage. Knights. Paladin with True Shot Aura. Panda now making its way across the map as well. What is going to be happening? 56 supply compared to 38. Sock has such a large economic advantage. Can Happy flip it with the hero level advantage on a 4-4-3 compared to a 4-2-2, or is the Archmage? Do I see a fire orb from human? I don't think so.
Job's done. Job's done.
All right, guard towers. Fire orb onto a Mountain King could be quite useful since he can attack air and proc bash with that attack. So that would be extremely useful. Lich is at 4, so it is a 4-4-3 compared to a 4-2-2. And that may be the difference here, as the Mountain King and Paladin may be able to level up off of this creep camp. Paladin should back up off of after this creep camp. Mountain King could try and get to level 3. I do not believe so, though. Paladin sticking far too close, as a Tome of Intelligence will be left behind. Yeah, no one buys the fire orb. Anyways, back off to the north here. Destroyer is going to go ahead and finish off these scout towers before they even begin upgrading. Peasants getting taken out. Panda is in position for Breath of Fire here. Death Knight with multiple death coils going to be ready to go. There is a Lich, and there is an illusionary Lich with frost armor. If you ever wanted it to look like you have, well, a good Lich and a bad Lich, go after the one that takes reduced damage and slows you. Why else would you actually use frost armor on an illusion? Sock now down to 61 supply, and with that, Happy is in a good spot right now to try and steal this game. This expansion about to be lost here. Meanwhile, we are looking at double workshops. We are at Castle, but not much can really go down. Flying machines are all here. There you go, trying to go after so many of these destroyers. Panda's in position. Going after, is he going to be able to get a breath of fire off on any of these units? You can see all of those flying machines, multiple flying machines just getting blown out of the sky, literally. And all of a sudden, that army is significantly weaker. 53 supply compared to 34, losing a handful of units. So Sock, even though he is losing more than his opponent, that extra economy is really helping him out. But at some point, the experience gain is going to be far too much. Death Knight wants to back out of this show. He knows that he is stealing experience away from his precious Panda and Lich. Going after the remainder of these creep camps here. The Panda will stay at level 3. Meanwhile, Lich is going to stay at level 4. No expansions as of yet. Gold mine is running low at the main gold mine here. That means what? 1,500 gold, a little bit under 3 minutes in terms of gold left in the gold mines. Paladin looking to chase back down. Panda is going to be able to fend off this attack. We are looking at Banshees as well. There's a Death Coil. There's some Devour magic. I guess it is trying to absorb, or excuse me, absorb magic, trying to absorb a bit of magic and then move on out. Are we going? It looked like they were trying to devour magic somewhere, hoping to perhaps find that Serpent Ward. Nope, does not find that there, as the Lich able to back off again. Mud Golems are all here, ready to go. We should see slow being cast. No slow being cast, as though flying machines now coming in from behind. All right, looking to put a lot of pressure here. Panda now does get a big breath of fire across multiple units. Destroyers trying to get away. It looks as though some of those destroyers are going to easily get taken down, as the Panda going to get into a breath of fire. Massive number of flying machines lost, as the Panda still has plenty of mana. 52 supply compared to 44. Death Knight now trying to get away. Death Coil onto the Archmage. And that is what I'm talking about, folks. Happy all of a sudden taking a big battle out from Sock as another Breath of Fire does go down, finishing off some more units. Death Knight, is it going to be able to chase down this Knight? Yes, it will. It gets taken down. And all of a sudden, Sock has fallen behind in the supply count. Big spells. Panda's Breath of Fire. I believe that Breath of Fire did over 1,000 points of damage. Or, well, it did enough damage to take down multiple units. You saw a big supply swing. And, well, once that happened, the Destroyers were able to still do their thing. All right. Big Stormbolt Holy Light onto a Banshee from distance. Level 3 Paladin, level 3 Mountain King, just saying, you know what, I will... that's more of a I don't like you, and I'm going to show you that I don't like you. 150 mana right there melts a Banshee in pretty much a second. Flying Machine still being added. 2-0 upgrades. Banshee. Oh, Bolt Light taking down another Banshee there, and units getting lost in transit is a potential thing. Oh, Archmage in serious trouble. Staff of Sanctuary getting transferred over, or able to save that unit there, as you still see more units doing a bit of chasing. All right, Holy Light, Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight didn't lose any mana or hit points, but it did get stunned as the units are still chasing. Archmage in serious trouble. It needs a priest nearby to try and heal him back up. Does not have mana as the Paladin takes another Breath of Fire. Death Coil gets taken down. Sock is in serious trouble right now. His economic advantage is pretty much nil, as you see a level 5 Death Knight, almost level 5 Panda, and a level 5 Lich. That Panda trying to get in position is going to be a Breath of Fire. That is another big question indeed, as all the units are now trying to back off. Could it Breath of Fire just all of those units there? Doesn't even bother. Just says, oh, Breath of Fire, more 5 Flying Machines down once more. And the Panda has just been doing a wonderful job. All right, unit after unit getting taken out. Panda could Breath of Fire all of those right there, trying to finish off more of those units. Can the Panda do it successfully? Panda has been blowing things up consistently around this map. There it goes, more Flying Machines. And the third hero, the Panda from the Undead army, the main hero, dealing so much damage, protecting the Destroyers. Another Breath of Fire coming across, and wow, level 5 Panda is absolutely scary, as it almost took out like 5 peasants that were full on life anyways. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.